Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zhengyu Kang, and you can just call me KK. I'm a PhD student from Fudan University. I'm currently visiting in Melbourne University under Scott's supervision. And my research focuses on urban communication and social media. And as just a starter of my academic journey, it's such an honor to introduce a piece of my research to all of you. And I'm more than happy to hear your advice and suggestions. Um, Today, I'm going to take Xiaohongshu for a little. Wait, it's not working.
Use your mouse. Use the mouse. Yeah.
This one. Okay. Today I'm going to take Xiaohongshu as a case study to talk about interactions between urban space and media practices. And to begin with, I want to share my experience in Singapore in Changi Airport and 2 days ago. And it was my first time in Singapore. And obviously, I was too lazy to make any plans or figure out what should I do. And so after landing in Changi Airport, the first thing I did was open Xiaohongshu, and without any researching or searching, a post just popped up and at the right side, left side, and telling me how to have an overall visit to Changi Airport, from finding the famous waterfall and to buying a new SIM card. And all of a sudden, my problem was solved, and with the help of Xiaohongshu users that I didn't even know. And because of this, I got familiar with the new country, the new environment. And in the coming days, I always look out on Xiaohongshu to find what place should I visit and what cuisine to eat, things like that. So to some extent, I think Xiaohongshu shaped the way I explore and feel the new environment. So Xiaohongshu have the slogan of "Guide Your Life," and it released an annual promotional video raising questions like how should people find a proper camera lens, how should we choose decorating style, how to plan a driving trip, how to pick the ski equipment. And as a lifestyle platform and content community and consumer information portal, Xiaohongshu has been through a drastic development since its establishment in 2013, and it's basically decades ago. So it's really a fast development, right? And in 2022, Xiaohongshu already has 260 million monthly active users, and this number is still getting larger, especially among the young generation in the city. And compared to other platforms, Xiaohongshu demonstrates a strong correlation between offline plays and online activity, where users just like me are involved in the process. Like we just planting some grass and pulling up the grass, 就是种草跟拔草, which means from the online experience to offline experience to online sharing, and it could turn into other people's offline activities again. So I'm going to take Anfu Road as an example to show how Xiaohongshu got involved in the transformation of urban space. A quick introduction of Anfu Road. It is located in the Henshan Road, Fuxing Road historical and cultural features area in Shanghai, Fuheng Fengmao Qu, and famous for its Western architecture, houses, and the middle-class vibe, and has been taken as the probably the most classic Shanghai view, but not recognized as famous. However, this road got its initial fame for being a stage for subculture groups. And with getting more and more attention on Xiaohongshu, the Anfu Road attracted people outside of the initial subculture groups, and people came here to take pictures and share them on the Xiaohongshu on the internet. And as a result, the street photography on Anfu Road became a trend and a very popular genre of content on Xiaohongshu, and with influencers, photographers, and brands, companies get involved. And however, not like people like getting information in newspapers or on some professional applications like Yelp. The situation in Xiaohongshu is more like people just wandering on the Xiaohongshu, and we could encounter some posts about Anfu Road, which could be made by some ordinary users. And this kind of seemingly occasional situation gets bigger and bigger and became a 小红书 phenomenon. And now Emperor has become and fluently listed as a must-visit place or 网红街区 in Shanghai. As you can see on the page, people start to post their selfies and on the street. Yeah. So although it's not a very unique phenomenon like the Wang Hong, but I'm still curious about first what platform affordances or attributes of Xiaohongshu cultivate users' platform dependence, especially in the offline context. And second, I would like to ask, taking Xiaohongshu as an example, how does the platform further participate in urban space construction and social activities? And a big context is that 小红书 actually prevails in a stage with drastic urbanization and fast changes in urban lifestyles and value systems. And as you can see on the right side, China has been through high urbanization with a remarkable increase in the urban population. And at the same time, the new generation, I think I'm an example, and we still lack like models and experience about how to live in urban space, and especially in the process of fast changing conditions and fast changing environments. But just like Brenner has said, the proper object for urban study is not the entity, the city itself, but the process of urbanization. And this kind of process contains the changing people's personalities, social relations, social movements, urban cultures, and urban space. So, and especially nowadays with the platforms playing an increasingly important role in urban life, it starts to act more from the visible infrastructure to a more invisible infrastructure, like getting to aspects like people's lifestyle, fashion, value system. So before thinking about 小红书, why 小红书 has such a strong connection with the offline sites and urban space, I took preliminary research focusing on the platform affordance to develop a lifestyle encyclopedia discourse. Because 小红书 declared 它是一个生活方式百科全书这样一个话语。So I think the first step it built, it could be how the rapid and loose connections encourage new experiences and connections. First, I think 小红书 advertises or at least positions itself as an encyclopedia of lifestyle and emphasizes the sharing rights and the visibility of ordinary users. And it also creates a low threshold for you want to finding something, you want to make something, you want to share experience, you want to make posts by different elements, including the main contact form called 笔记 or posts, and which are primarily image-based posts with supplementary text, and where user can easily like or collect or comment on it. And it combined with the graphic content format and multi-tweets, waterfall interface, and real-time recommendation strategy. I'm gonna take my homepage of 小红书 as an example, and you can see I just randomly opened the 小红书and screenshot it. It contains 4 BG about one is the Melbourne live house information, one is the Sunday market in Shanghai, and one is advice on how to take good pictures. And the last one is how to survive as a PhD. And to be honest, I find this information very useful and interesting. And when I go to a new place like Singapore or Melbourne, it seems that 小红书 has become a must-have tool to guide my life. So we can see like the discourse of the encyclopedia is also embedded in its algorithm, as the 小红书 described in the Chinese government cyberspace administration filings, which is a 法定的算法备案。然后the main goal of it said that the main goal of 小红书's algorithm is to recommend personal, high-quality content to users and to discover lifestyle and explore interests and hobbies. And of course, this kind of whole image of encyclopedias is also along with commercialization, datafication of this platform. And I think the algorithm and traffic is very necessary to consider, but I don't have time to further it today. And I really want to have more conversations with you in the future. And as a result, the platform starts to actualize as a database, both for content and for relation. And users just started to establish a weak tie through finding, sharing, reading, commenting. And based on this kind of weak ties, the users start to like navigate for themselves, and which reminds me of what Sun Wei professor have talked about, the media individualization. User can self-design, collage, and generate personalized storytelling. And this process is highly mediated by the algorithm system and the traffic at the same time. And we are still not sure where it's heading to. So Unfold shows a strong relation between the Xiaohongshu and the offline space, and shows the classic mode of generating urban space, 生成式的网红街区, and from occasional encountering with the influence of platform mechanism, and at the end, platform got involved in acting as the curator and the main storyteller of this place. And last year, the Xiaohongshu officially launched an event called Anfu Road Online, and it collaborated with physical stores at there to create popular check-in booths, attracting over 100,000 users to shop their experience and post notes about it. And the Xiaohongshu would provide like the traffic support and incentive programs. And it's turned the platform experiences into a combination of both offline activities and online sharing or content production. Yeah. So this kind of co-created experience starts to become a replicable and localized urban practice model, increasing appearing in other places. Let's say example is like the 马路生活节, which means the street life festival. And the chief organizer said, we don't want to create urban spectacle. We want to establish a deeper connection with everyone's vicinity. And the reason they choose street is because, yeah, streets are urban life's most familiar units. And just get a quick ending. And it's the last thing I want to talk about. The first thing is the platformization of urban space. You can see through a lot of different mechanisms, the platform has been becoming a more authority role in forming and shaping the discourse from a strong standpoint. And but also at the same time, not only the concept of the city is changing and evolving, but also the concept of platform is also changing too. That's why I would like to raise a concept called urbanization of the platform, 就是平台的城化. Yes, and the discourse of the encyclopedia cannot rely solely on the online content production. It's also should be realized through offline things and deeply embedded in the space we inhabit. And also this kind of image also raises a lot of problematic issues like even space production and gentrification and displacement, and how do we deal with the decline of local culture? And so how can we build a more interactive environment in this based on the technology, the algorithm, the AI, and connected with the offline space? And but instead of just being overwhelmed by the discourse and myth of technology. Yes, and that's basically I want to talk about in this presentation, and thank you for listening.